Is it true that letting go of hands allows you to take hold of something else? Or should we find out how to better appreciate or understand what we already have? I believe love is somewhere in between the two. Here's my interpretation. I tried to write this poem before, through observable traits and a sketch pad, and heard that the secret to great hand effects on the harmonica is understanding what makes them and when to use them. There's an intimacy that assumes that I will know every bend and arch that you know of and make you conscious of the curves you don't, by rehearsing motions until I understand the notes, the ones you wrote. With acoustic intentions, listening twice over, like living like I'm already doing it for the second time. Reverbs carry lessons for future measures and don't have to be the same as the ones on paper. Restoring what we have is how we connect to what we will be, like unrehearsed impulses that give meaning to the creases God called smiles. Or gorgeous time for reflection in mirrors only stares of your open lids could reflect. I thought I was dreaming. Inception totems keep spinning because I dreamed you 3 times deep. Not looking for love, but having a reason to love. Not something to be commanded or ordered. It must be ensued, not pursued. Once the reason is found, it happens. 2 worlds that anxious folks often collide. The dark gift that introduces fairy tales to fictional slides. But who doesn't like sand, right? Reshaping love allows me to share in creating new ways. I tried to write this poem for years with happily ever after as the permeating fragrance, allured by an angelic face, drew me in before a shallow pond that skipped rocks we both enjoyed during an afternoon stroll. The blessing was the addendum, that I could experience this limb as having been, as a way of being, always becoming, or the best parts of me continue on, and I'm willing to learn the rest. Like tasting tones on the buzz of a swaying tongue. By definition, reloving says I've never done this before, but I trust it. See, there's something noble about giving away the timeless possession of security of loving self by purposely engaging in tragic optimism, that you can still retain meaning for life by experiencing it with a string. Hearts don't tie together well. Reloving will reteach that the scariest conception of falling is the thought that you will have to do it alone. See, love with rearranged letter spells evolve, and it's the maturity of God as the only thing that reminds me that I'm human. The way first dances did, with 2 arms wrapped around my neck with a slow rhythmic beat. Her soul had its own cadence and wrote the melody on the harmony of her hips. And that's when I learned to read music the perfect way. To love imperfections, to relove, to rekindle. For better or worse, this love thing is neutral, not a good or bad thing. From its arrogant recital to humming off beat, the way it rhymes when I reset my lips on your harmonica, like eyes dilating with orange mango sun repeats. Refocused, reteach, relove. My finger placements are your students, learning every bend and arch that you know of, and making you conscious of the curves you don't, by rehearsing motions until I understand the notes, the ones we wrote.